Hi, I'm Julie. Welcome to Read Life. Today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about how I use eMeals to plan meals for the family for the week. I think most people are familiar with eMeals. They're kind of the OG of meal plan subscription services. I've used them on and off for years. I feel like they've gotten significantly better over the past year or two with a lot more choices in menus, and the functionality has become a lot better. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you how I go about picking my meals and doing my shopping, and then I'll share with you our grocery haul for meals for the week. And then at the end, I will come back and let you know how we thought of the dinners that I made. Now, before we get started, the biggest tip that I will say, if you are going to use eMeals, make sure that you are able to access your eMeals account from some sort of mobile device, either a phone or tablet, as opposed to just on the web. And the main reason for that is that with the mobile device, you have access to a lot more functionality using the eMeals app. So I will go ahead and show you how that works and give you some of the differences between the web interface and the mobile interface, so you'll have a better idea what I'm talking about. But I think when you see the mobile interface, you'll see that eMeals has come a very, very long way. So let's get started. So as I mentioned, when you log into your eMeals account, it's definitely better to access your account from a mobile device. However, whether you log in via the web or the mobile device, the first thing that you see when you log in is going to be this same basic layout. So at the very top, you have the dinner plan that you've purchased. In our case, it is the low carb plan. And then beneath that, you'll see the occasions plan, dessert plan, and collections. Now each of these has a different set of recipes. Now the main difference is that when you log in on the web, if you click on your meal plan, so for example, when I click on low carb here, I see the meals and I can add them to the list. However, on the web, when you click that meal plan, what you're going to get is a printable PDF that includes all of the meals plus the shopping list all in a printable PDF. Now this on a mobile device is much more interactive, and the other benefit is that you actually have access to all of the available eMeals plans when you access from your mobile device. When you access from the web, you are only going to have access to the plan that you've purchased, the occasions plan, and desserts and collections. So hopefully that makes sense. So the reason this makes a big difference, so if there's something that I don't feel like eating on the low carb plan, I can go ahead and choose from any of the meal plans that eMeals has. So I have access to all of the plans that they offer. So I could go to clean eating, or down here to budget friendly. I could go to low calorie, or I could pick one of the specialty plans like diabetic or gluten-free. So oftentimes I will look around at all the different plans to kind of put together the meal plans that I want for the week. So this week I didn't see anything that I particularly liked on the low carb plan, so I went ahead and went to the diabetic meal plan. So as you can see, this is the diabetic meal plan, and it lists all of the meals that are on the plan for this week. So shrimp tostadas, honey soy seared steak, garlic dill baked chicken, turkey taco lettuce wraps, broccoli quinoa skillet with chicken, walnut crusted tilapia, and maple Dijon pork. Now you'll notice some of these are green and they say added. Those are the meals that I've already selected for the week. And if I wanted to add something else like the walnut crusted tilapia, I can just go ahead, click on add, and I've already created a shopping list. So it's going to ask me, do I want to create a new shopping list, or do I want to update the list that I have? And I'm going to say no and go ahead and update my current shopping list. Now the shopping list function is also very different between the web and the mobile device. So on the web, as I mentioned, you will get a printable PDF shopping list. Here, there's some really neat features that you can do on a mobile device. So when you go to shopping list, it will tell you that my current list contains 5 meals, and it will give me my shopping list and then also the recipes for the meals. Now, if you go down to the bottom, you'll notice that it also says online grocery shopping. So let me start with the meal recipes. So if I click on meal recipes, it again shows all of the different meals. And if I click on it, it goes ahead and it shows me all of the ingredients that I need, how long it should take to cook, and the instructions for preparing the meal, the side dish, and then it also has nutritional information at the bottom, all in one place. I like this view when I'm cooking, but they also do have a cook mode. And so the cook mode actually just gives you the instructions and kind of a larger font, and you can just scroll through the instructions. But I prefer to see the recipes, the full recipe with the picture, ingredients, everything all together. So now going back and going back again. Now let's take a look at the shopping list. So as you can see, the shopping list has everything that I'll need for the recipes, and they are ordered by section of the store. So canned and packaged, frozen, meat and seafood. Now you also have the ability to add another item to the list. So I'm going to go ahead and add. This week I also need some apples. So I'm going to go ahead and add Gala apples to my list. So that was added to my list. And if I go down to produce, you'll see where I added the Gala apples. Now this is what really sets the mobile apart from the web. So not only do I have this shopping list that I can bring up on my phone if I'm going into the store, and I can just check things off as I purchase them. So purchased my Gala apples and purchased my cilantro, and it will go ahead and you can see at the bottom everything that you've already purchased or things that you already have at home you can take off your list. Another really neat feature is the online shopping. So it gives you the opportunity to connect either a Walmart grocery account, a Shipt account, or an Instacart account, and it will send your list directly over to the store to actually go ahead and do your shopping. So I'll show you what that looks like. So I've got my Walmart grocery account connected, and so it's sending my list over to Walmart. And now what's nice about this is for panko breadcrumbs, it actually shows me the different options that are available, and I can go ahead and pick the one that I want. And it went ahead and added it to my cart. And then I can go on to the next item. So you can go ahead and prepare an entire grocery order for either pickup or delivery at Walmart or Shipt or Instacart, whichever you prefer. And then you can either go pick it up or have the groceries delivered right to you. So that, especially in pandemic times, a lot of people are ordering groceries, makes it really, really easy to get your shopping done, your meals planned, and get everything ready to prepare some healthy meals for the week. So now I've shown you kind of how eMeals works. You've seen the meals that I have selected for this week. So I'm going to go ahead and pick up my groceries from Walmart, and I'll show you all of the ingredients that we need for this week. And then after we've eaten them, we'll come back and let you know what we thought of the meals. So I'm off to Walmart. Here are all the ingredients that we will be using for our meals this week. This week we're going to be having a honey soy seared steak with roasted cashew vegetables, garlic dill baked chicken with herb roasted potatoes and green beans, turkey taco lettuce wraps, and a broccoli quinoa skillet with chicken. So starting out, we've got some bone broth that we're using for a couple different recipes. As I mentioned, we're going to have the quinoa and broccoli skillet, but we're actually going to use the Bonza chickpea rice instead of quinoa. We've got our cashews, tomato sauce. The broccoli cuts will also be going into that casserole, as well as this grilled pulled chicken. So we're going to go ahead and use that instead of the fresh chicken that it called for, just because I wanted something that was going to be super quick and easy. Now for the seared honey steak, the steak didn't look that good and it was super expensive. So we're going to go ahead and try and make honey soy grass-fed beef meatballs. So it should be a tasty Asian meatball dish. So we'll give that a shot and let you know how that goes. We also aren't big fans of ground turkey. So we got ground chicken for the taco lettuce wraps, and then chicken thighs for the baked garlic and dill chicken. So then we've got our lettuce for our lettuce wraps. The green beans will go with the baked garlic dill chicken. And the fresh broccoli is for the honey seared steak and cashew vegetables. We've got our red potatoes to go with the garlic dill chicken as well. Some onions for a few different recipes. They didn't have fresh cilantro, but I like to get this anyway. It lasts a bit longer and it tastes almost as good as fresh when it's going in something that is a cooked dish. So we'll be using this in the taco lettuce wraps. Some bell peppers, that's going in a couple of meals. The cheddar cheese we will shred up and use in the casserole. I find I like to shred my own cheese. It melts better, it doesn't have cellulose, and it just tastes a little bit better to me. I think it's a little bit creamier. We've got Greek yogurt, which is used in both the casserole, and then it's also going to be used as a topping for the lettuce wraps. We've got some avocado mash. It called for guacamole. Again, we prefer sort of a plain avocado mash to a guacamole with some of the other things added in. So that will also be a topping for the taco lettuce wraps. We use the tamari gluten-free soy sauce. Again, Bella and I do eat 100% gluten-free, so this is a great alternative to regular soy sauce. And then we've got honey, chili powder, and the garlic. So that is everything that we are going to need to make our meals this week, and we will go ahead and make them and let you know how they taste at the end of the week. Hello again, we are back after our week of eMeals, and this week we had 4 different meals that we chose with the eMeals meal planning system. So the honey soy seared steak with roasted cashews and vegetables, and this one I actually substituted the grass-fed meatballs. I'm definitely glad I did because the steak was really expensive, and honestly this meal was not very good. The meatballs were fine, the vegetables were fine, the sauce just was not good. I would have preferred like a plain teriyaki sauce or a stir-fry sauce, something like that. It didn't have a lot of flavor, and the flavor that it did have just wasn't great. So, Reggie, what did you think?
Okay, so I think she's being a little dramatic about how bad it was. I was expecting something, well, while she was cooking the meal, there were lots of complaints, like, I can't believe how bad this is. The meatballs didn't come out right. The sauce is far too thick. Look at this, it's like a paste. This is crazy. And I thought, I'll try it, right? I'll just give it a shot. And I tried it, and I thought it was actually halfway decent. It wasn't my favorite, but it was a little salty. I'm not sure what ingredients even made it salty or not, but it was fine for me. And I ate the whole thing, so it couldn't have been that bad.
It was pretty bad. Bella agreed with me. She took one look at it and very politely asked for something different. So this was definitely not a favorite, not going in the rotation long term for sure. Now, to contrast with that, we had the garlic dill baked chicken with herb roasted potatoes and green beans. Now, this meal was delicious. All 3 of us ate it. The chicken was tender. The potatoes, they were roasted potatoes. We don't eat a lot of roasted potatoes, so they were fine. But as far as everything else, it was a good meal.
I agree. The chicken was definitely good. The potatoes were fair. I know they were just roasted potatoes, but for some reason I just wanted them to be crispy.
We wanted them to be fries.
Or crispier. More like a hash brown style of potato. You know, it doesn't have to be crispy all the way or deep fried or anything like that, but it would have been nicer, maybe even just burning them a little bit. I don't know.
Okay, we're not burning.
So, and the green beans were tasty. So yeah, it was a decent meal.
So moving on, the turkey taco lettuce wraps, which I actually made with ground chicken because ground turkey is kind of nasty.
It's gross.
But yeah, so we made these with ground chicken. Again, Bella opted out. I kind of expected she would. It had kind of some chunks of diced tomato and things in it and a little too much texture for her. So I kind of expected that. I love this meal. I actually ate a very large portion the first night, and then I also ate all the leftovers. So this was definitely my favorite meal of the week.
Yeah, you did bogart all of the leftovers.
All the leftovers, so good.
I was looking forward to that. So I also enjoyed it. Lettuce wraps are not my favorite thing. I think we used to go to P.F. Chang's and get the lettuce wraps there. You know, decent, very similar type of textures. They're messy. I generally don't like eating food with my hands and getting the sauce and stuff all over the place. But once I got past that, no issues, and it was good. And I totally would have eaten those leftovers from you as well if I had gotten the jump on you.
And for the leftovers, I actually ate them burrito style using a crepini egg wrap. And that worked really well as a flour burrito replacement. So that's definitely something to try if you're trying to either avoid flour or just eat less carbs. And then the last meal that we had was the broccoli quinoa skillet with chicken. I actually used the Banza chickpea rice for this one instead of quinoa. It turned out really, really well. I mean, you can't really go wrong with chicken, broccoli, and cheese. So it's definitely a good flavor combination. It was quick, it was easy, and we all ate it. So that's a huge plus.
Yep, I enjoyed it, and I think that we have some left as leftovers in the fridge.
We do have some leftovers. They may not last very long.
Yep, that's what I'm having for dinner tonight. I just called it, so let the record show.
All right. Well, you can have that. You can have that. But yeah, overall, I definitely think these meals were pretty good. They were easy to prepare. Definitely like the eMeals meal planning system. It makes things very, very easy to go ahead and quickly make a menu and get the shopping list done and order groceries if that's your thing, or pick them up, or just go shopping and put them together. None of these meals took a very long time to make. Not a lot of prep time, not a huge amount of chopping. So definitely pleased with eMeals. We'll definitely be using this going forward and making some more videos. So let me know in the comments if you would like to see sort of this same format where I show you the ingredients and then we review the meals, or if you would like to see me cooking some of these meals and how they turn out. So let me know, and thanks again for tuning in with us. Reggie, any final thoughts?
If you like this video, give us a like.
Hit the like button, subscribe. We could really use the support. And as always, thank you, and see you next time.